Hi, this is another rant, and something I thought all along. Turns out there's something to it. It turns out that an ex-National Guard official, Colonel Matthews, he was an attorney, um, former attorney for the National Guard, has come out and called General Charles Flynn and Lieutenant Walter Pyatt liars about their story, unmitigated liars, absolute and unmitigated liars, I think is the quote, regarding their version of what happened on January 6th. Why didn't the National Guard show up? um, I mentioned in a past video that I thought it was all planned. Of course, it's all planned, but this is just confirmation. I was one of those people that sat in front of my computer, just watching in disbelief, asking, no, yelling, "Where's the National Guard? Where's the National Guard?" I could not believe what I was seeing. I think it was like 4 hours of ransacking before the National Guard showed up, which is, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. I'm a veteran. I kind of know how this stuff works. Well, you don't have to be a veteran, but anyway. So it turns out there are two versions of this story, and I mentioned in a previous video, I'll try to edit it in at the end. I don't do so well with that kind of stuff. But I mentioned that I thought it had all been fixed, planned by Trump. And yeah, it's confirmation's coming out. So the facts speak for themselves on this. And going forward, well, it turns out the National Guard was ready to go and was stunned themselves that day. The story General Charles Flynn and Lieutenant General Walter Pyatt claimed was that the National Guard wasn't trained well enough. Bullshit, of course. So I'm kind of rambling, but to get to the point going forward, I'm sure there needs to be some kind of investigation within the Army itself that will mark my words, will result in a court martial of those two individuals. I don't know what the charges will be, but my understanding is they send people to Leavenworth, in the military. So the facts are coming out. They are. All of them will come out. Heads will roll, so to speak. Trump will go to prison. McCarthy. I mean, where do I start? I have a list. when the DOJ finally starts indicting, just watch. So I'm going to try to put that other video, that snippet of that video, on the end of this. But basically, I called it a few months ago. I'm sure a lot of people did. Obviously, uh, helped plan, January 6th. The whole thing was planned all the way up to the highest levels of government, including the Pentagon. Trump installed four loyalists in positions of authority at the Pentagon, and lo and behold, the National Guard didn't show up for hours after the riots began. I sat there on that day watching everything unfold on TV, and I was yelling at my computer over and over again, "Where is the National Guard? Where is the National Guard? How is this happening?" And it turns out that the National Guard was being held back by the Pentagon because because of the Washington D.C. status of not being a state. They had to go up the ladder all the way up to the topest rungs of government in order to get authorization to get the National Guard to come and help. So it's no mystery. The whole thing was planned, and I hope to God the DOJ is